Yep, this is this is special. This is beyond special. This is extreme audio. You're going to meet Ken, and I did a sneak peek of Ken's system the other day on the Audiophile viewer system pictures, and I stuck in a picture of his system. But anyway, Ken is sort of the ultimate DIY audio guy. He built these incredible speakers. Look at these things. They're 9 feet 6 inches tall. Each speaker weighs 1,400 pounds. Took thousands of hours to build. But if that's all he did, I'd say, well, that's pretty amazing. But Ken, being Ken, that wasn't enough. Ken built the room. I think the room is 55 feet long. He built this huge room, beautifully furnished, stunning architecture. He built and designed his own turntable. The guy knows no limits, but he's one of us. When he was in high school, he was working in a store selling hi-fi. He was installing PA systems. He was always buying drivers and parts, and he loves it. It's his life. So anyway, Ken's daughter, Betsy, got in touch with me and showed me this video, and I said, yeah, I want to run this on my channel because not enough people have seen it. So what I'm doing right now, ineptly I admit, is sort of an intro to this incredible video that Ken's son shot. So I'm running out of words. You just got to see this thing. You will be floored. So thank you, Betsy, for reaching out to me. Thank you, Ken, for what you've done. But no more words. Let's just get into Ken's video.
When the music comes on and you close your eyes and you tell yourself, I designed and built these speakers, built the room, the help of my family. Music could never sound this good any other way. It took years and years to build all of this, thousands of hours to build the speakers. So it's been 25, 30 years from the beginning of the room until it's finished now. I have not seen any commercially built system that approaches this size, weight, etc. The design of the room is such that there are virtually no parallel surfaces. The ceiling was patterned after a concert hall in Osaka, Japan. So being able to design a system with no holds barred was great. First of all, the loudspeakers are 1,400 pounds apiece, 9'6", three-way line arrays, 3 of them in the front for home theater. It's beautiful, and the nice thing about it is the sound is not restrained by the room at all. And of course, the mid-range planers, they're 50 inches, so they're 2 stacked, 2 high. The electronics are all from Krell Industries. Beautiful equipment, runs forever. The amplification is all Krell, a dozen Krell amplifiers in the system. The crossovers for the 3 front channels are all Krell KBX active crossovers. The turntable is one that I built. I started building about 14 years ago. The table itself is 1,500 pounds and sits on a -K vibration platform that I had to make for me. -K produces anti-vibration platforms for electron scanning microscopes, etc. And they will isolate down to 0.5 hertz vertically and horizontally. So when I decided to build this table, I called them and I said, I'd like you to make one for me. He said, we don't make them that big. Well, they did. They made me a custom one. And that's sitting directly underneath the main table. And I know you can't see this, but it literally floats.
Yeah, I remember with the Soda Sapphire turntable. I wasn't allowed to touch that as a kid. None of us were. But I remember when our cat jumped up on it. You were playing a record. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the cat jumped up and he just did and landed right around there.
My first instinct was to go and grab that cat, and I thought, if I do that, I'm going to scare him. He's gonna scatter. He's going to damage the stylus. So I just went over and picked him up and set it down. It's just amazing how somebody can build a turntable and suspend it in such a way that a cat can jump up on it and the thing doesn't skip a beat. It's just a nice design turntable, and that's why I use their platter here. I sent all the aluminum parts up to Krell Industries, had them brush them and anodize them the same colors, the gray and the black, so they would match all my Krell equipment. And it's a nice touch. So it's a very unique turntable. The design I started 14 years ago, and it sat for quite a while, but now it's finished. About the only thing I have left to do is connect up the air pumps for the linear tracking arms, and it's ready to go. But of course, the days are coming to an end, so I can't keep thinking, well, maybe I'll do it next year or the year after that. The future is now. About 4 or 5 months ago, I began noticing I was losing a little bit of dexterity and strength in my left hand. After about 2 months, it wasn't getting any better, so I went to my GP, and he ran some tests, and he said, you probably have ALS. They told me that typically you'll have 2 years, maybe 2 to 5 years, and it will get to the point where you'll be in a wheelchair, and when I get to that point, I have no idea what I'll do. We put on Bridges of Madison County. We've seen that movie I don't know how many times. At the end, it brings tears to my eyes, not because it's a different movie, but because I'm a different person viewing that movie. Everything seems to have more of an emotional connection to me than it ever did. All my kids, they all helped on this. I remember my 2 girls and myself, Patty and Rosemary, were up there putting the clapboard siding on the house. Kurt helped me cast this 8-inch thick concrete floor, just the 2 of us. Everything in this system is part of me. It was a fun journey. I'd hate like heck to see this room parted out. I wouldn't be happy doing that. For one thing, it'd be pretty hard to get rid of something like these loudspeakers. Anybody that would have an interest in it would need a room as big as this. So I have some time to look for either someone or a group of people that can carry on with what I have here. But the time is here now to enjoy what I've been working for, spend time with my wife, with my kids, and enjoy music in a way that I never did before. You know, I'm 76 years old. I've managed to accomplish just about all my goals. How many men live to 76? And those that do, how many can sit down and say, I've accomplished everything that I wanted to do. But now that I've reached the destination, the music is going to tell me every time I put it on, you didn't waste your time and money. You spent your time and money wisely. So enjoy it, and I will. I'm Ken Fritz, and I believe I built the best stereo system in the world.